What's going on? I want to talk about the whole bashing vegan scenario, making fun of them, say they're deteriorating, whatever. You can friggin' say all you want. Of course, everybody has something to say, and everybody's redundant and has no imagination and creativeness to think of some other videos, but they're all probably just doing it for popularity anyway. It's one thing when you make fun of people that you know, but when you do it against other people and all the time and repetitively, you're just beating a dead horse. And yeah, I understand there's maybe some things that didn't work out for you. Maybe it doesn't look like it's working for them. You can say they're promoting something that's dangerous, which may not be. And I know everyone's has different experiences, and people may not be vegan at birth, and there may be no long-lived vegans ever. But to go and bash them repetitively all the time, make fun of them, say they're deteriorating, and talk shit on them, which I understand people are going to do regardless, and there's just type of people. It doesn't make you any better than them, and on the contrary, a lot of these people were vegan before, so you were in those shoes before too, and it's nice that you're given a warning and things like that, but you know, did you go too far? Which these people are heartless anyway that are making fun of them, whatever. They just have no empathy for anybody. And they just replay it and keep playing it, probably of course for views. Well, that's what everybody does, and for popularity, but it doesn't make you any better than the vegans themselves. And I know when you were a vegan, or probably knew some, you had the same, most people had the same ideology anyway. They didn't want to hurt animals. No one necessarily maybe wants to. That's arguable too. But no one, was in it for different reasons, for health or ethics, whatever. I mean, you can see their standpoint, and, obviously it seems to be working for some people. Now, very few, in that matter. Because it didn't work for you doesn't mean you gotta hold a grudge against it and keep going and going. It's quite ridiculous. And it's just like, yeah, people may be promoting veganism or being a vegan, and yeah, I know if you go to the woods, pretty much anywhere that's in the wild, there's really no abundance there, unless you're in like the tropics. There is no fruit, and there definitely is no vegetables. It's all cultivated. And yeah, you could say even when we were cultivating food, or whenever it started, it's linked to lower morality and not living as long, and just overall probably a decrease of happiness in life. The longest lived people always had meat in their diet, pretty much consumed it raw, and probably had some dairy in their diet, high fat basically. I mean, let these people do them. You're gonna make fun of them every day. It's like you're exhausting yourself and not really making it interesting at all. at all. Like, and another thing is like, yeah, these people may be promoting veganism, and let's say it is bad and yada yada yada, and I understand there is a big picture behind it, but you know, these little people that you're attacking, they're little people, and some of them may hold more influence over other people, but there's such bigger things going on, and you're just gonna attack all these little people, like snipping and snapping. You're just ridiculous. There's so many other things going on, you know, attacking little people. I mean, ultimately they're all young and little. I don't care who they're funded by or what they're doing, even if it's for their self-worth or they really believe in it or they're just lying. I mean, there's the banks, the medical system. They've been killing people, hurting people on purpose, you know, intuitively, making money. You know, people, when they do veganism, they might do it for something good, or might truly believe in it, or they may be a whole lie and scam the whole time. But you know, these people are such little of an influence that they're people keep attacking them, and it's just like, yeah, we get the point. Your last 1,000 videos were about the same thing. It's like you genuinely can't think of anything different. There's a lot of people on YouTube, but there's a lot of people that are not meant to be on YouTube at all. But of course, anybody can do what they want, and even a dummy, after you try so many times, does get somewhere. Mostly it's dummies and sheep following them anyway. So I just want to be aware that people that are always making fun of people and bashing them and talking about the same thing all the time, you know, be really aware of what's going on, and you know how you really feel about it. And if you know, what you watch is what you are. You know, just watching anything, it's going to influence you directly. And a lot of people are full of shit. And I understand why some people can have mad or have a grudge or some reaggression, because you know, there's people who out there, you know, base maybe their whole YouTube off of freaking influencing people about being vegan, then they're not even vegan anymore. Or yeah, that could be some topic, definitely, because if you're going to support something completely and go radical, you basically made your whole fan base and all your money and all your views completely, your whole life basically, off of that, a lie. And so to speak, I understand you changed. A lot of these people though that you know, eat meat now completely were with veganism and all that, and I understand that to some degree, but to keep talking about it, and every time something comes up, you know, it's just like, I don't know, you need to get a life if there is one to get. It's just like there's so many other things to focus on or talk about or freaking discuss or anything, you know what I mean? I'd rather hear you tell a fake fucking story, a non-fiction, than to freaking talk about this, but whatever. I'm just saying, that doesn't really make you no better than them, and there's people doing way, way, way worse and evil things. These people are so small, and I understand people are always going to do it, always debate, always be controversy and talk about shit, whatever. And like I said, yeah, I understand there's controversy of the people influencing other people, then changing drastically their ideas. Just leave it at that. Let them go, you know? I mean, people are still following and listening. Let them, there's only so much you can do till it's time to move on and talk about some other shit. Yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say for this video. I just think people are aiming overly high and talking about something that don't need don't need just doesn't need to be talked about that much or overly talked and kind of disgusting. You know, it doesn't make you any better than them if you keep making fun of them and bashing them. It's just like I, you there's nothing else for you to do or talk about. And you say the same thing every time. I mean, it's like, we get it. Why are you keep saying the same thing? And yeah, it is, maybe it's, like I said, to give a warning sign, nice. To keep on doing it and doing it and doing it, I mean, I guess that's your choice, but the way you go about it, if you're making fun of people and discriminating them, saying they're deteriorating, I mean, hey, if that's what they truly want to do, let them know. You can't change the person. You can give a little warning, but, you know, you gotta let it go. I mean, people learn their lessons. Some cost their lives, or real bad influences, but that's what makes them great, I guess. Well, it is really. Sun's coming up later. Where is it? Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. People act ridiculous, but that's not new. Sub to the channel. Let me know how you feel about the situation. Yeah.